Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Merchant Services, and today I'll be talking about why the customers keep coming back. Times are tough. In the current economic climate, the battle for customers or clients is fierce, and it often determines which businesses can keep their doors open. We're seeing more and more businesses having to close their doors for the final time because they are struggling to adapt. Could be for all kinds of different reasons, circumstantial. So it's important to keep in mind that having a good strategy for growth isn't something that should be taken off the table, even if you are in a situation which is a survival situation within your business. It may seem like everything is an obstacle, and much of your focus can be spent on simply trying to survive a hurricane of bad luck. They say it comes in threes. Well, I think, yeah, I mean, perhaps it can. It's been a hell of a couple of years for a lot of businesses. So this is why it's so important, I think, for business owners to take just a step back, give yourself a little bit of perspective, to refocus your attention on your sort of job in hand or your responsibility in hand. If you have a quality product or service that is giving value, it would be a travesty that by mere perilous circumstance your customers are denied it because you have to close your doors. So maybe it's time to put a different thinking hat on. Okay, so maybe it's time to take your mind out of survival mode. Just step back, give yourself some perspective, reframe or reconsider how you are currently approaching your business. It may seem like what you're doing is not working. It may seem like you're putting in, loads and loads of effort in and you're not getting that return in. So that can obviously impact your morale, your motivation. So that's why it's important just to take yourself almost out of the situation, clear your mind a little bit, because your business can still grow despite the challenges that you might be facing. Even slight changes can actually make a big difference. Okay, so this is not some sort of miracle audio where you'll be going away and suddenly your business will be booming, but it may give you some ideas at least of ways that you could possibly consider making some tweaks or changes that might improve your business at the moment. So in every difficulty, there is opportunity. I'm pretty sure that Albert Einstein said that at some point. Maybe it's time to start reshaping what you're doing. Maybe whether it's your marketing or the way that you are finding new business or new customers, um, or even the way that new businesses are finding you. Maybe it's about thinking a little bit outside the box of what you would do typically. It's easy to take your eye off the ball in the longer term picture when you are sort of reacting to immediate challenges. Well, I'm going to tell you it is possible to do both, but in order to do that, you have to just give yourself a bit of perspective, allow yourself to come up with some ideas to make some changes in your business. So here are a few ideas that I've sort of come up with really, that might be able to give you some inspiration or some ideas about what you may be able to do in your business. How about making your customers an offer that they can't refuse? Now, what I mean by that is actually reducing your initial profit margins on a particular product or service. That might sound counterintuitive, but if your offer is a good offer, if it's good enough, you can actually gain more business than you otherwise would. So if you sell two products where you're making a 30% markup, that's better than selling one product making a 50% markup, right? Because you've got a 10% extra profit on it. So that's basically what I'm sort of thinking. It may be worth considering putting an offer together. It's a slight reduction in your profit, but it can pay dividends later down the line by actually building more customers, a greater customer base that perhaps you can return to in 12 months down the line with another offer or another promotion. So yeah, if the customer is getting a great deal, then they're happy, right? And obviously, people they're not spending as much at the moment, and they're being much more conscious about the money that they are spending. So a customer's always going to be happy when they're getting a great offer, they're getting a great discount, they're getting a good deal. Okay, so don't always. It may be your instinct to put your price up during a period of inflation because everything's going up, but actually, it's probably more logical to actually bring your price down to get more customers in. Then you've got cash flow coming into your business. You may not be making as much profit per se, but you're still keeping that. Sort of cycle of customers coming in. And then it's always worth, asking your customers to support your business by dropping reviews, asking for details so you can send them a newsletter or an email with a promotion, and you can build your customer base that way. So, you may have a slow period of growth, but actually you're still thinking sort of longer term. So that's one way to consider things. And you can mix that up. You could, obviously mix that to match whatever your business model is. But yeah, that's certainly one way to do it. You can build new relationships with customers as well, and lifelong customers. So I think that is worth doing. Some of the bigger businesses, they do it all the time. Actually, you only have to pop into one of the chain coffee shops to get your loyalty card stamped, and then you can see actually how effective it is. Um, and it does work. So if there's something that you could do in your business, something similar to that, that's going to pay dividends for you. Another great way to increase custom is to actually sell packages at a reduced rate. So what I mean by this is that you could offer your customers several products as a package rather than selling them individually, and you can offer them at a healthy discount. So rather than selling one unit for every sale, you may sell 5 units per sale. Um, by reducing the overall profit margin, you can put together a package. Let me give you an example. So a woman I know, she sells shampoos and lotions online. She's got her own brand. And it's quite a high end sort of luxury skincare kind of thing. She may sell one item for £25. What she's actually started doing is putting a package together. So she's been selling like 4 items for £50 or for £60, let's say, which would otherwise retail at £100. Now, from the customer's point of view, they're getting an absolute bargain. They're getting quality products. They're getting a good healthy discount. The customer's happy, and it's bringing in more unit sales for the business as well. And those customers, they're buying into the business. They're happy that they're getting these great offers, and they become lifelong customers. So that's another example. So selling a package for that. For every one package, you see, it might have several items in it. So that's just one example anyway. And who doesn't love a bargain, right? If you might not be a bargain hunter, but if you're getting extra value, you might pay a little bit more for it, right? That's just, or you might be willing to spend a little bit more. So you can soon start to build up your client base that way as well. Another thing would be to try something simple like letting your old customers know about how much you appreciate them by sending them out a card or a letter and just adding a personal touch. You may have had customers in the past that you haven't seen for 12 months. They may have you may have gone off of their radar, and so you might want to reconnect with them. If you've got an email address, or perhaps you could put a social media post and tag a couple of people and just let them know, hey, you still here, got some fantastic offers, products and services. It'd be great to be able to to see you again, and if there's anything I can do, and so on and so forth. That's another idea as well. So actually reaching out to old customers, they'll certainly be grateful for you reaching out and thanking them for their previous custom that they've given you. And if you can give them a reward by offering them a promotion, then they're going to be happy with that as well. So there are three ideas for you to consider. Maybe you could have a brainstorm. Even writing down 10 bad ideas could yield you one good one. So it's definitely worth spending a bit of time just to maybe rethink about what you're currently doing, if it's not necessarily working, or thinking about how you could make what you're doing even more effective by making a few tweaks. So a couple of ideas for you there. Hopefully that's given you some food for thought. If you found this audio video useful, or if you got any value from it, please drop a comment, a like, a share, or you're welcome to visit the link. There are some excellent offers there for different softwares, for different products for business owners. It could be there's all kinds of things on there for sales management, social media, content creation, products and services for processing, card payments, the whole thing. But you're more than welcome to have a gander. If you've got any questions, just drop me a message. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you on episode 3, which will be the next podcast. Thanks now. Bye bye.